Have you ever stopped and wondered why some people in their 70s and 80s seem peaceful, content, and quietly happy, while others at the same age feel lonely, stressed, or overwhelmed by life? If that question has ever crossed your mind, you are not alone. Many people reach this stage of life expecting things to finally feel calm and simple. Yet for many seniors, life can still feel uncertain. Days may feel quieter than they once did, friends move away, routines change, and sometimes the sense of purpose that once guided everyday life begins to fade. And when that happens, it can leave a person wondering where happiness really comes from in the later chapters of life. The truth is, so many of us grow up believing happiness comes from big achievements. We think it comes from success, money, exciting experiences, or perfect health. We imagine that once we reach a certain age, life will naturally become peaceful and fulfilling. But life rarely follows that exact path. Bodies slow down. Families become busy with their own lives. The pace of the world feels faster, while our days become quieter. And slowly, many people begin to feel that something important is missing. When that feeling stays too long, it can quietly take away the joy from simple everyday moments. Some people even start believing their best years are already behind them. But the truth is something very different. Many of the happiest people over 70 share a few gentle habits that bring meaning, calm, and connection into their everyday lives. These habits are not complicated. They do not require wealth or perfect health. They are small choices made daily that slowly shape a peaceful and joyful life. In this video, we will explore 7 simple things that the happiest seniors practice every day. Stay with me through this whole video. By the end, you will feel calmer, encouraged, and more hopeful about the years ahead. The first habit is waking up with a reason. The happiest seniors rarely begin their mornings feeling lost or rushed. Instead, they give themselves a small reason to welcome the day. It does not have to be something big. Sometimes it is as simple as making a warm cup of tea, stepping outside to feel the morning air, or planning a short walk around the neighborhood. And that makes complete sense. You have spent many years living with responsibilities, schedules, and goals. Of course, a part of you still wants your day to have meaning. A 74-year-old man named Robert experienced this after retirement. For decades, he woke up early to work at a repair shop. But after retiring, his mornings felt strangely empty. One evening, he decided to plan something simple for the next day. He told himself he would wake up early, sit on his porch, and watch the sunrise with a cup of coffee. The next morning felt peaceful and refreshing. Soon, that small habit became part of his daily routine, and he says it gives his mornings a quiet sense of purpose. The most powerful truth is that purpose does not have to be big to make life meaningful. The second habit is keeping old friendships alive. Happy seniors understand that friendships built over many years are incredibly valuable. These connections hold shared memories, laughter, and understanding that cannot easily be replaced. And that makes perfect sense. You have spent decades building relationships and sharing life experiences. Of course, those bonds still matter deeply. A 79-year-old woman named Linda still speaks with her college friend Carol every Sunday afternoon. They laugh about stories from their younger days, talk about family, and sometimes simply listen to one another. When Carol recently lost her husband, those weekly conversations became even more meaningful. Linda later said she realized that a simple phone call can bring comfort that lasts all week. The greatest gift of long friendships is the comfort of being truly known. The third habit is taking pride in small responsibilities. Many happy seniors find satisfaction in simple daily tasks. These might include watering plants, cooking a meal, organizing a room, or helping a family member. And that makes complete sense. You have spent many years contributing, working, and caring for others. Of course, you still want to feel useful and capable. A 76-year-old grandfather named George begins every morning by watering the flowers in his yard. One day, his granddaughter asked him why he cared so much about those plants. George smiled and told her that small care can create beautiful results over time. Now she often joins him, learning patience while helping in the garden. The most beautiful truth is that small actions can still bring meaningful purpose to everyday life. Before we continue, let me ask you something. Which of these habits has spoken to you the most so far? You can share your thoughts in the comments below. The fourth habit is staying calm when problems appear. Life continues to bring challenges at every age, but many happy seniors have learned that panic rarely improves a situation, and that makes complete sense. You have lived through decades of challenges and change. Of course, you understand that calm thinking helps us see solutions more clearly. An 82-year-old woman named Margaret once received a worrying medical test result. Instead of allowing fear to overwhelm her, she calmly scheduled another appointment and focused on what she could control. She spent her days resting, reading, and talking with her daughter. The follow-up test later showed the issue was minor. Margaret said staying calm helped her avoid unnecessary stress during those uncertain days. The strongest wisdom is learning that calm thinking protects both the mind and the heart. The fifth habit is keeping personal traditions. Small rituals can create comfort and stability in everyday life. These traditions might be a Sunday meal, morning prayer, evening tea, or listening to favorite music. And that makes complete sense. You have built a lifetime of memories around certain routines. Of course, those traditions still bring a sense of peace. An 81-year-old man named Harold has kept the same Saturday morning tradition for many years. Every week, he makes pancakes while playing old jazz records. When his grandson visits, he joins the routine. Harold says those quiet mornings make him feel connected to both the past and the present. The most comforting truth is that familiar traditions help life feel steady and meaningful. The sixth habit is accepting help without shame. Many seniors hesitate to ask for help because they spend most of their lives helping others. But the happiest seniors understand that receiving support is a natural part of life. And that makes sense. You have spent decades being strong and dependable for others. Of course, asking for help can feel unfamiliar. A 78-year-old retired teacher named Doris struggled with grocery shopping after knee surgery. At first, she refused help from her son because she did not want to feel dependent. Eventually, she agreed to go shopping with him once a week. Those trips quickly became their favorite time to talk and laugh together. Doris later realized accepting help actually strengthened their relationship. The greatest truth is that allowing others to help is another way of sharing love. The seventh habit is letting go of regrets. Holding on to past mistakes can weigh heavily on the heart. The happiest seniors understand that every life includes moments we wish had gone differently. And that makes complete sense. You have lived many years filled with choices and lessons. Of course, some memories may still linger. A 75-year-old veteran named Thomas spent years thinking about decisions he regretted. One day, during a long conversation with an old friend, he realized something important. Every mistake had taught him something that helped him grow. Instead of replaying the past, he began focusing on gratitude for the present. Over time, he noticed he felt lighter and more peaceful. The most freeing truth is that letting go of regret creates space for peace. 7 simple truths, 7 gentle reminders that happiness later in life often comes from small daily choices. If you're watching this today, remember something important. You have already walked through decades of experiences, challenges, and victories. That journey itself is something to be proud of. Today, try one small act. Step outside and feel the fresh air. Call a friend you haven't spoken with in a while, or sit quietly for a moment and appreciate how far you have come. Thank you for spending this time here today. Before you go, share in the comments which of these 7 habits meant the most to you. If this message touched your heart, please like the video, subscribe for more weekly wisdom for life after 60, and share this video with someone who might need encouragement today.